Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Michigan Conservative Roundtable. My name is Mac. I'll be going solo today, and I'm going to talk about the things we need to do to save our country and perhaps the world. But before I start in on that, I'd like to talk about our contest that we're having. We're going to give away three $50 gift cards. The card will be of the winner's choosing, and this is going to happen only if we reach 1,000 subscribers by December 31st. We're 11 days. We need 11 subscribers, so one a day will get us there. It'll be a random drawing. You must have your subscription visible to have a chance to win. Please do that. You got 11 days to do that, should we make it. So let's get into today's topic. Things we need to do to save our republic. They must happen. To end 100% of foreign aid. Let the UN hand out money. Of course, they don't have any, so each nation will have to stand on its own 2 feet. And I'm not talking about humanitarian aid where we help people after an earthquake or a flood or some natural disaster. Every nation needs to stand on its own, including this one. I'd like to end our participation in the United Nations. I think it was designed and is being used for now as a forward to a one world government, which none of us want. Honestly, none of us want. Some of us want it. The lazy and the stupid want it. But any freedom-loving man would not want a one-world government. So let's end our participation there. Not another dime. They can get out of that building in New York, and they can build it in China if they like, since they do all of their bidding anyway. I'm talking about ending every subsidy known to man. In particular, farm subsidies. We need farm reform. These farmers need to be able to grow what they can grow, what they want to grow, when they want to grow it, and let them stand on their own. Let the market decide who survives and who doesn't. Take the heavy taxes off of things like bread. 70% of the cost of a loaf of bread is tax. Now, should there be some tax? Yeah, I suppose a small margin. I wouldn't be opposed to a small margin. But when the farmer is going to lose 70% right off the top, how much more financially sound would he be if he had a 70% advantage going his way? Wouldn't need that government help. Farmers tend to be conservatives, but here in Michigan, they vote for the likes of Debbie Stabenow to keep that cash coming in. I say put an end to it. And bailouts on financial institutions, banks. Of course, to do that, you'll have to stop forcing them to give loans to people who can't pay them back. Give loans to people so they can get a house they can't afford just so they can feel better. And feeling better means vote for me. And both parties have done that. It needs to end, and it needs to end real soon. Auto companies, same thing. If an auto company can't survive, then it goes under. Survival of the fittest. They're all Darwinists, so I don't know why this would be a problem for them. I'd like to see House and Senate members have their assets put into a blind trust, as the president, at least allegedly, happens. I'd like to see that happen. That would really put an end to all these sweetheart insider trader deals. And I think you'd see a mass exodus from the people in Congress if that one thing alone happened. I'd like to see them not be exempt from any law they pass. They must, for instance, the vaccines. They don't have to take them. The White House staff doesn't have to take them. Yet, you and I are expected to take them if we want to have a job. Go on. I'd like to see a constitutional amendment for a balanced budget. And this bill doesn't need to be more than a page or two long. I think we need to put an end to 2,000 and 3,000 page bills that no one's read. No one knows what's in, except for the lobbyists and the corporate entities who write this legislation, and Republicans and Democrats vote on it, and they stick it to us because we'll all remember Nancy Pelosi saying, now that we've passed Obamacare, we can find out what's in it. Well, she had a moment of truth there, and those are rare in her life. But that gives you an example. She didn't even know what was in it, but she was for it because it said it was affordable health, which was the last damn thing it was. I'd like to see an abolishment of the Department of Education. Each state, all 50 states have a Department of Education. Why do we need a 51st? What's it for? We don't need national education. These are the United States of America. All those states united. That's how this works. That's how this works. We don't need the federal government to have a Department of Education. I'd also like to see all of these government agencies like OSHA, EPA, so on and so forth, get reined in, the IRS, get reined in and quit making their own laws, which they have no authority to do, and then enforcing them and putting people, getting people fines and putting people in jail. All of this is not terribly complicated. It can be done. But you have to make the people do it. The people who want to get elected. Because like I said, if we just do that one thing where we froze their assets, we would have real people, real representatives in the House of Representatives, and real people in the Senate. Not like Mitch McConnell, not like Mitt Romney, no traitors like Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski. They would all get to go away. And I think that would be to the great benefit of this nation. So before I close, I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd like to thank you for subscribing. We really do appreciate it. It makes our day when we get a new one. So with that, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.